Let's talk. There is something I notice about most fan base. They are just worried, and some worry can be so unnecessarily. Now, listen to why I'm saying this. In the history of Big Brother that I know, if there's anything different from what I'm saying, do let me know. In the history of Big Brother, there have never been a close margin between the first and second person. I don't know if it's going to happen this year because this year have just been so different. But in the history, there has never been a close margin. The winner is always like far ahead of the first runner, far ahead. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because what is meant to be will be. People's fan base who are worried, let me use Zita, I'm not saying Zita fan base, let's assume they are worried this week because they really want Zita to get to finals and they are worried. Those kind of worry can be so unnecessarily. Or maybe Cola's fan base who is worried, maybe they are worried they want Cola to get to final and even become the third runner up or the first. All those worries are not necessary because sometimes no matter how you try to, it doesn't just make any difference, especially this time around, because the truth is most people have built their fan base. The only thing you're going to do to help your favorite is for you to go out, use people's phone, do that yourself. But trying to convert people to join your favorites is very hard. Like from the last post I posted, I see so many people, please vote for this person, vote for this, vote for this. I think that's soliciting for vote can only work if maybe this person already like this person and do not have any other fan base. I'll be like, oh, I don't want to vote. Maybe when you say please vote, they can say, okay, let me just try and vote for this person. But if you are soliciting for this vote because you want to convert a certain fan base to start liking your favorites, most times it doesn't work. Now, let's get to the point. I said yesterday, faithfuls, most, let's say 60% of faithfuls built their fan base off Konyi. That's the truth. It's bitter, but it's truth. Now, from this thing you're seeing, from the first week, or rather second week, that was when they did the first eviction. After the voting pool showed us that it was just Imisi and Konyi who were struggling for the first position, and their margin was just very close. Imisi wasn't passing Konyi with anything reasonable. They were very close, of which if somebody like Faith have not arisen, this winning will be between Imisi and Konyi. Now, faithfuls, as at that second week, they were not even up to the top 10. You will see the evidence here. I'm showing you. They were not on the top 10. People don't know Faith that much. So let's say when Daboskid, the week that Daboskid left was the week we started noticing both Faith and Daboskid. And that's when we started noticing some of them. Then, like, because the people that have already chosen their fan from the first week, like somebody like people like Sultana fan base, I'm sorry to say, but I felt like they chose their fan base based off beauty. Even Mide, oh, this girl is very beautiful. Oh, don't worry, I like her already. Some chose out of character. People like Imisi fans, oh, I like the way this girl play, I like her character. They chose her already. That is how. Konyi, oh, I like how quiet, I like this guy, I like how he is. They chose him. That's the first week. Now, people like faithfuls, who that would have applied to Daboskid if Daboskid did not leave, who people chose out of who they are, their character. I was among those who never liked him, right? But when people say seeing what he can offer, seeing how intelligent he is, seeing some parts of him that we couldn't see without the task and wages and everything they were doing in the house, they were like, oh, this guy is a doctor, this guy is so smart, this guy is intelligent, oh, is this kind of people that we need them to win. People started choosing him. From that third week, they started doing their wager presentation. Now, don't worry, we are getting to somewhere. You understand what I'm trying to say. Now, people chose him. Now, some of Konyi's fans now said, oh, because why do they really like Konyi? They like him because he's smally, he's fine. Some of them don't have any tangible reasons. I'm just saying some why they like Konyi. So they were like, oh, I can still like Faith and like Kunyi. Faith now started growing his fan base just like that. Faithful started growing up. On the fourth week, when that Bright and Faith issues happened, people were like, why are these people, they see it as a bully? Why is everybody against this guy? Why don't they like this guy? Oh, because they don't like this guy, we are going to like him. That's the second people that started liking Faith. Another fan base built on Faith. Now, the last people are the Queen's people, or the ones that don't like Imisi. There are so many people supporting Faith for different reasons. Oh, Imisi, from fourth week, fifth week, Imisi and Faith, they started fighting. And they were like, since we don't like Imisi, who else are we going to stand by that is going to take this money home aside Imisi? Because we don't want her to win. Another Faithfuls came up. And that is how Faithful, they built from different reasons and different. Now, if you ask Imisi's fans, why do you like Imisi? Imisi have won some wagers and tax, but not as much as some other people, right? They'll tell you, oh, I like her because she's funny. I like her because people are still holding on to that fun part of her from the first, second week. Even though she had her issues, quarrel with people and all that, they don't see it. They have already seen the reason why they like her. She was funny when she came. She looks funny. She's a comedian. I like her free spirit when she came. So that's what people are going to tell you. Now, if you ask Kunyi fans, why do you like Kunyi? They'll tell you, oh, our Smalley, our this, our that. Now, if you ask Dede's fans, why do they like Dede? They'll tell you, oh, I like her courage. I like the way she carry herself. I like her standard, where she placed herself, right? And that is why they are liking her. Now, ask Faithfuls, why do you like Faithfuls? Some will tell you, I like him because he's intelligent. I like him because of this and that. He wins tax. He's also always a winner. Some will tell you, I like him because, okay, I'm supporting him because I don't like it when people bully people. So that is why I am supporting Faith. So different reasons. Now, Faithfuls, they have built. Why am I saying this? The highest are rising. The highest growing fan base are the Faithfuls. I don't know how much they have grown, but they grew so fast that they got to second position is a miracle. After these people were coming up, why I'm analyzing it like this, on the 6th, 7th week when Faith came out, we saw that he was top 5th. Okay, on the 5th week, he was top 5. Everybody was like, wow, Faith have come up. Before you know, the next time he came up, it was on the 8th week, or he was already on the top 3rd, top 2nd. So that means people voted for him the more. And now we are going to finale. We don't know how much people are going to support him, but we know he has his fan base. We know he might be standing on that stage, because the way it's looking like now, from the poll I have been seeing, it's looking like he even have more fans than Kunyi right now. Now, how do you want Faith to win? How do you want to fight Imisi? Because Imisi's fan base, they are nothing shaking, no leave, no transfer. You see that Tasha slogan? They are those people. No leave, no transfer. Omo, we like this girl and we are supporting her. And they are there. Faithfuls, they are there. Queens, they are there. For you to fight Imisi now, this is my own observation or my own analysis, what I feel like. You need to work together. To me, oh, I don't know. I feel like Queen's fans or other fan base need to join hands to vote for Faithfuls. That's how they are going to successfully fight Imisi. Now, for you to fight Imisi again, maybe Faithfuls will now join hands with Queens for them to fight Imisi. Because right now, it's looking like Imisi is the Thatcher of that season. Like, their fan base are like, we are not going anywhere. We love this girl no matter what. She is the person we like. And I noticed that, unlike, like, just like that Thatcher said, other fan base, even the evicted ones, are not helping to vote her. Some of them are not helping. Their fan base are just one soldiers. People are not helping. Unlike maybe when Faith will come out of Kunyi, people just like, there are some people that Faith and Kunyi are not their favorite, but they just like the guy, so they can just support in voting the guy. So people like that are supposed to be like you're supposed to fear them. I'm not saying Imisi is going to win, or I'm not saying Faith cannot win, or but I'm just trying to tell you based on what I'm seeing. Those people like that, when they stand like one soldiers, is always tough to overthrow them. Now, why did I say from the beginning that from the history of Big Brother there's always a gap? It's looking like it's going to be changing this time around, because Faithfuls looks like they are ready. They are extremely ready. And the margin might between Imisi and Faith, depending on who is going to win. If Faith is going to win, the margin for Imisi being the second will be little. If Imisi is going to win, the margin between Faith being the second will still be little, because it's not a very tough competition. Votes, no point soliciting. You can do that anyway, it's harmless, but that's not going to make your fan base grow more. The only thing, if you are voting with 5 SIM card, you try and vote with 10 SIM card. Maybe if you're working in the market or you sell in the market, to see anybody, you tell the person, oh, can I use your phone to vote? Can I just take phones from your neighbors? If you're living in a place that maybe you have neighbors you communicate with, just take their phone and vote. That is how you can double up your vote, but sometimes it can be hard. Anyways, but we'll keep trying. This is what I want to say now. I will still come back later today in the evening by God's grace. I will still check on the poll, because the poll voting, even online voting, are you guys aware that voting is closing today by 9 p.m? So this is it's closing today by 9 p.m, right? So it is what it is. I will still come back and check if the poll have changed, or it's still saying those same people that it's saying that they are going to be the ones going. Anyhow, it is what it is. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for always supporting this channel. Thank you guys for always watching my videos. I truly do appreciate each and every one of you who watches my video. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I'm going to be seeing you by God's grace this evening to give you voting analysis. Thank you. I'll see you again on my next video. Bye.